Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for being here today. My name is Jordy and I'm here to do a collective reading for the sign of Pisces. We're going to get started today by pulling some angel tarot cards just to grab a theme. Then we'll move into a 10-card tarot spread using the Modern Witch Tarot. Thanks for subscribing, liking, commenting below, and sharing this video. I appreciate all of your love and support. We have the Four of Air. This card says time to rest or take a vacation. Allow more time before making a decision. Meditation may provide answers. So you might not be fully ready to do what it is that you want to do. Right now you need a break. You need to meditate, you need to pause and reflect. We'll grab one more card. We also have the Knight of Water. This card says emotional, romantic, enthusiastic, and contemplative. Falling in love or wedding proposals. The need to balance emotions. An invitation to a social event. So maybe we're taking a break in love right now. I can relate to that. Let's see what's going on with the tarot. We have the Ace of Pentacles reversed, the Ten of Wands, the Eight of Wands. In your recent past is the Devil reversed, we have the King of Wands reversed in the distant past. We have the Magician in the future. We have the Two of Cups reversed in the position that represents Pisces. We have the Six of Cups in the environment position. We have the Moon reversed. And we have the Seven of Wands. The Page of Pentacles is underneath the bottom of the deck. Okay. I would say that Pisces, you've learned a lesson when it comes to love. You've gone through many different, I want to call them trial runs in the past. Some of them may have been long relationships. Some of them may have been short little relationships. Or just dating in general. And at this point, looking back at the past, a lot of poor decisions were made around these relationship dynamics. You can't beat yourself up for those decisions. They may have been the right decision at the time, but if you look back at it now and you look at where you're at in the current moment, maybe it's put a lot more work on your shoulders. Maybe it's you've had to carry a lot more responsibility because of this. So the work that you do, the hard work that you're doing right now is going to pay off. Ten of Wands, Eight of Wands. You will get results. You will see a shift. And but we have this element of love in the reading as well. So I would say that right now is a crucial time for your manifestations. You're creating some type of big shift in your life. All those lessons that you've learned in the past about love and about taking on different responsibilities and having to become more self-sufficient and sometimes deal with the aftermath as well of certain relationships. You know, they've all changed you in some ways. And relationship love might be lower on the list for you right now. It may be something that you would push back if it were to come into your life, a new love relationship, for example, or even past love with the Six of Cups being here. It feels like you're focused on manifesting long-term success and happiness. And your relationship with your work that you do is something we could talk about as well in this reading, because we have the relationship card reversed underneath the work that you do, the Ten of Wands. Out of all the different cards that could have come through to represent the work that you do, the Ten of Wands is the one where when you're taking on too much responsibility, when you're kind of hurting yourself in order to get ahead. And then we have the Six of Cups with the flowers in the cup, and I feel like the universe is saying, Pisces, don't forget to stop and smell the roses along the way. Take those breaks, take time to rest, allow more time in between where you want to go and where you're at right now. Some of you may be thinking, though, the sooner you accomplish what you want to accomplish, then you can relax. But this is a similar energy to what we saw in a previous reading recently, where the opportunity for love might be coming through for the collective. Maybe it's an astrological change, like something to do with Venus or Mars or something like that is happening right now. I don't know astrology like transits very well, although I do know a little bit about astrology. But I don't know what the current transits are and what they mean. But I do feel like I've been picking up on this theme here of, trying to deliver messages to open you up to the idea of love. And I feel like that's another theme, like that's an existing theme, and it's a current theme in this reading. But it's more so here about this like seed of intention that you're planting. If you're getting results that you wanted after a long period of hard work, are you going to have to keep working to keep getting the same results? The answer is probably yes for a lot of you. Do you have to keep working as hard as you had to work in order to get consistent results? Because the Eight of Wands isn't consistent results. It's when we get a wave of money coming in, or it's when we get a wave of acknowledgement, or it's when we see progress in our career promotions. But it could be a fleeting thing. And we want consistent as well as not backbreaking work, That's how you can be the most healthy, Pisces. A lot of you fear running into the same traps that you've run into before in the past. Especially when it comes to love or management in your career as well. Leadership. Even like taking leadership on your own. Maybe you've taken leadership in different positions in the past, and that's when things have fallen apart. Not saying that you were a bad leader, Pisces, but maybe you took on positions that nobody else wanted for good reason, or positions that were hard to get because they were impossible to accomplish anyway. So I'm picking up on that as well. What matters most to you right now? Is it getting ahead? Getting your foot in the door even when it comes to new opportunities? If that's the case, then take time to reflect upon whether this pathway you're heading on is going to, cause burnout or cause pain. that you don't necessarily have to take on, you know? It might be the next best opportunity, but it might not be the best opportunity in the long run. You can manifest something more tailored towards what you need and want. And whatever you've manifested right now for work could be great. Like, this reading might not resonate with you, but for those of you that this reading is resonating with, I'm picking up on somebody who has a job right now that was a good thing to take on, gives quick results, was easy to get this job, but it's a lot of work, and the relationship we have with this job is like similar to the one that we may have had in the past, where we have to, bend over, like where we have to like do backbreaking work in order to get the results that we need. So I would say with this Magician card in the future, and the Learning Your Lesson card, the Page of Pentacles underneath the bottom of the deck, I would say there's no more need to, take on this backbreaking work. You can manifest more efficiently than that, Pisces. There may be a connection through family or through people of the past that you care about. I do feel like there's an element of love in this reading that we talked about a little bit in the beginning, where, some of the love relationships you may have been involved with have caused you to make mistakes or setbacks that have put more responsibility on your shoulders and all of that. I would say that there are some good, like, it's not like every relationship has done that, There are some healthy relationships in your life, and there may be a really important reason why you're doing the work that you're doing, even though it's difficult, even though it's hard, even though it's not sustainable for the long-term future. Maybe it's more important for you to support people right now. So some of you may be like thinking about, how do I support somebody, my family, my kids, my future. For some of you, you may still be in a relationship as well, in some capacity. And there could be stagnancy there, just as in general terms. Okay, we'll go over the individual card pairings. We have the Ace of Pentacles reversed, and we have the Magician card. The Magician is all about the aces. The Magician uses the power of the elements, the power of the different aspects of our being to manifest what we need to manifest in our reality. The Ace of Pentacles, the ace represents physical manifestations. So that can be health, that can be money, that can be abundance, material possessions, tangible manifestations that you can hold in your hand, basically, or that you can measure in this world. Those things are like you have the ability to manifest what it is that you deserve, want, need in the future. Right now, it's still in the potential stage in the current moment. It's you've got the right idea, but it's not going to blossom and grow into an abundant future for you because of all the extra strain and pushing and too much heavy responsibility that's going on with this Ten of Wands here. So it It may have been a fresh start, may have been a new job, may have been a business pathway that you really care about that has a lot of promise. And it's not saying that that job or that business pathway is the wrong thing for you to do, but maybe there's a different way to go about it. Maybe there's a different position within that sphere. Maybe there's other ways you can manifest without all this responsibility. If you're in a relationship dynamic, it might be that the other person involved also needs to take on an equal amount of responsibility during this time, and that might be a difficult dynamic that you are undertaking right now. We have the Ten of Wands and we have the Two of Cups reversed. So that is the relationship that you have with work that we've been talking about this whole time. It also could talk about heaviness, burdens, and challenges that are overbearing on a relationship dynamic. We have the Eight of Wands and we have the Six of Cups. So this is when we're trying to manifest results for the people that we care about the most. This is like seeing value and seeing beauty in what it is that we do. Wanting to give more. But what you're giving is already a lot, Pisces. Anyway, I don't feel like there's going to be changes coming out of this reading for you. I think it's one of those readings where it's just like putting a seed of intention or awareness into your mind. Because I do feel like you've got more challenges ahead of you to stay on top of, and eventually you might turn that into opportunity. Challenges are not a bad thing. But the initial message was take time to rest. Okay, Pisces? Allow more time before making a decision. Don't rush into things. Meditation may provide answers. And we also have this energy here of love. Maybe you're loving what you're doing right now. But the Knight of Cups is also an energy of, it says enthusiasm on this card. Maybe feeling emotional. And love could be part of this story for you, whether you're in a relationship or whether you're wondering if love will come into your life, or maybe you're thinking that's the least thing you want to worry about right now. It's kind of like it could be different for everybody. We have the Devil reversed and we have the Moon reversed. Both dark energies, fearful energies, entrapment, illusion energies. So that's where I'm kind of getting this like mindset type of reading here. You don't want to fall into the same traps as before is what I was getting from that card pairing earlier. And the things that you're doing on a month-to-month basis might actually be still reflective of being bonded or trapped in some type of cycle. Even if you've broken free from the main source of contention, there still is some residual repetition happening, with the Moon card being the repeating cycle. We have the King of Wands. It's also a detoxing energy. Devil reverse, Moon reverse. It's like kind of getting the negativity out of your system, which can be hard when we're doing a lot of work, you know? The universe is saying, hey, maybe the work you're doing is valid right now. Maybe it's a good thing that you're working really hard. Maybe all these things Jordan's been saying are just kind of food for thought. But at the end of the day, you still may be decompressing, detoxing from negative situations in your life, and your body can only handle so much. So the Ace of Pentacles reversed is a body card, and when it's reversed, it's kind of indicating next to the Ten of Wands that it's difficult for new things to grow within you. for vitality to be there at this time. We have the King of Wands reversed, and we have the Seven of Wands as the last card pairing. I've looked at these cards the least in this reading. I would say the King of Wands is something to prove with the Seven of Wands here. It's like you want to prove something, you want to get back to where you were before in some capacity. But if you look back at where you were the first time and look at some of the challenges you had around that, maybe you can visualize and try to manifest a new position that or a new place that you want to be, a new level of income, without having to sacrifice as much as you had to sacrifice in the previous time. And that's a big lesson that you can learn and take advantage of what's happened to you and what you've gone through with your manifestations in order to manifest something even more creative and unique and empowering for my beautiful Pisces, okay? All right. I keep rubbing my eyes in these readings because it's early in the morning when I do these readings. And my eyes are tired. Okay. Well, thank you so much for being here again today, Pisces. I hope this reading was helpful for you. Don't forget to check out the short videos that I do as well. Just, give them some love. And I've opened up personal readings. I've had it open for about a week now. I just haven't mentioned it. If you can look in the description box of the new videos I posted, the newer, like maybe the last 3 videos or so, there's a link to a booking app where you can book a reading, a Zoom call with me during specific times on the weekends. The prices are a little bit higher than what I offer in person in the city that I work in, just where the Zoom call readings are on weekends, and I don't normally like to work on weekends too much, so I do charge a little bit more for that. But it's an opportunity to have a real professional in-person reading, which is what I'm best at. And I hope that you take advantage of this while it's still being offered during this time. And there's also the option to become a member on my channel. It's still new. It's still something I haven't really quite figured everything out with. But once I get a couple of members on board, well, as soon as I get even just one member, I'll be honest, I don't have a member yet. I don't have to hide these things. But for any of my members that choose to come on board, I'm going to be going live and answering questions over YouTube live stream. And this is something I'll do once or twice a month. And I'll actually start releasing videos in advance that only members can watch first, and then the rest of us can watch them like maybe a day later. Doesn't mean you're going to be missing out on content, just means that some people have earlier access to the videos, and I'm still going to be posting every day anyway, so it's not going to really impact everybody else, okay? All right, that's my little update for this morning. I'll see you again soon.